Back with Blachon bargain deal number 2. Incredible that we get these prices on these wines. This is, woo! I am fired up. Can you tell? Gah! I am just giddy as a schoolgirl with this one. You know, a few months back we offered the fabulous Saint-Joseph Blanc from the Blachon family from their famous parcel in Les Oliviers, which is one of the greatest parcels for Marsanne and Roussanne in the Northern Rhone, Gonon, et cetera, owned vineyard there, and they make great wines from it. You bought all that, you sold us out. Thank you so much for that. Good for you. Today, we're doubling down, baby. We're back at it. We're back with another really ridiculous deal from Domaine Blachon. It's so funny. This estate should get so much more run. You know, there's a few properties in Saint-Joseph that are so great, so important, and get zero run, like that Domaine Gouye that we did before. His Saint-Joseph is incredible. The vineyards are incredible. And Blachon is another one of these properties which is incredible vineyards, but somehow they don't show wine to the press. Maybe they don't care. So they don't get this like run because, frankly, I don't think they care. I guess that's it. You know, they make their wine, they sell their wine, they sell it every year, they move on to the next vintage. They don't need to have their name in the paper. So what happens is sometimes, since they don't care about having their name in the paper, there's like, you know, you're looking for, there's not as many outlets to potentially sell their product because it doesn't have 97 points from this person, or it's not in this article from Rob Report or something like that, right? They don't get that. And when that happens, sometimes these wines just kind of end up on the wayside. This is that wine. All right, so it says on here, La Cote. La Cote. What is La Cote? La Cote is one of the greatest vineyards in Saint-Joseph, right? This is a site that's a wholly owned monopole from the Blachon family. You'll see the picture in the article when we send you out the email there. Make sure you look at the photo of the vineyard in the email. It is something else. Gorgeous, gorgeous vineyard. And it is part of one of these original vineyards, right? So the key is you have to go back in history. 40 plus years ago, Saint-Joseph was a much smaller area. It was a teeny tiny area. There was like 4 towns. And Mauve was one of the main towns of Saint-Joseph. It was one of the areas that was the ground zero for Saint-Joseph. 40 years ago, they expanded Saint-Joseph to almost like 40 miles long. It's like 25 towns or whatever the hell. So what's happened now is Saint-Joseph kind of got watered down, but the good guys, the top guys, remember the best sites, the true core, the heart of Saint-Joseph, if you will. And Blachon's La Cote is one of those vineyards. If you ask Chapoutier or Jabelet or Chave or Gonon, anybody, what vineyard would you want to own that you don't own now if it became available? I guarantee you La Cote will be one of the top 2 sites that all of these guys will mention. It is one of the greatest vineyards in Saint-Joseph. It is Hermitage level in quality, crazy, classic decomposed granite. Something very important to remember. A lot of granite, right, in the Northern Rhone Valley. The Syrah out here grows on granite. The true great granite is the heavily decomposed granite that you find in these early 4 villages, in these first 4 villages. And then what happens is you get younger granite as you move out. It's still granite soils, but not as decomposed. And that's what that does is it creates a different level of ripeness. Here, you get the silky, sensual, spicy, meaty, but not so meaty, because what happens is when you have the less decomposed granite, it goes more to like Thüringer sausage and this kind of deal, which a lot of people associate with Saint-Joseph. But if you want the true Saint-Joseph that's going to give you those Hermitage vines, which Saint-Joseph is, you know, like right across the street from Hermitage, or right across the river from the Hermitage Hill, you know, and, well, the heart of Saint-Joseph. To get those elements, you need these hillsides with this heavily decomposed granite. And then you get wines like this. The Blachon family, Roger Blachon, we mentioned it earlier in the piece on the white wine, passed away unexpectedly very early on. His family took over the property and has been doing great work. And they make this cuvée in his honor. This is the cuvée Hommage, Roger Blachon. And because why not? Why not? If you're going to make a cuvée for your dad, make it from the oldest vines in one of the greatest vineyards in Saint-Joseph. And that's what this is. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the prices of the top Saint-Joseph wines are going up, 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 up. Word is out, especially with climate change, that the top Sancho Chef wines can rival the Hermitage in quality, right? So now you get a lot of wines that used to be like 40 bucks or like 70 bucks. You're seeing like, $150 Sancho Chef wines, which you never used to see. But that's all changing, especially as these top terroirs get exploited. And when I tell you the price of this one today, you're gonna flip, because to get a wine at this quality level from one of the top Grand Cru sites in San Josef at this price is something altogether different. No new oak here. A mix of older barrels. Like that. Now what we could do here is try and pick out and create the tasting note for you. Oh, elements of no. When a great San Josef has it all together, these things intertwine. As with Hermitage, like when you're tasting Hermitage, you can sit there and maybe pick out elements in a tasting note to sound cool, but the components, the whole, is what makes great San Josef, just as it makes great Hermitage. And in this situation, you have this scenario where you're not really picking out elements. You're tasting this wine and you're saying, this is brilliant Northern Rhone Syrah. And it's not Côte Rôtie. And it's not really Crozes Hermitage. The closest this resembles is basically Hermitage. Beautiful ripeness of fruit, great depth. The wine is not heavy, nor is it light. Perfectly balanced, pinpoint. Tannins are sweet and suave, everything in unison. Texturally, the wine is gorgeous. Wow, cannot believe we get this wine for this price. This bottle's like shimmy, shimmy, shake today. This wine's tasting great. So anyway, this wine's already pretty reasonable. I think they sell it for, I think it's under 40 bucks. I'm trying to remember, like 35, 37 bucks. For top flight San Josef from one of the top vineyards in the area, it's a steal. I tell you what, if Chapoutier or Chave got their hands on this vineyard, this wine would be 100 bucks. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. 100 bucks. They sell it for like a third of that price anyway. But for you guys, half of that price. 18 bucks for this? I think I can't raise the price now because I just said 18 bucks in the piece. Kind of effed myself on that one. Probably should have sold this for 20, but you know what, 18 bucks. $17.98, ridiculous wine. This is San Josef heritage, San Josef history from one of the top sites in the appellation. I can't stress that enough. I think I mentioned it like 20 times in this piece, but I'm going to say it again. This is getting Grand Cru at regional Bourgogne Rouge pricing while it lasts. Maybe 30 cases to play with, something like that. Truly, truly remarkable value. Thank you to the Blachon family. Thank you for keeping it real. And thank you to the parties involved with getting us this deal today. This is really, really something else. Hurry, click now. Goodbye.